time was he shot?
About 6 o'clock yesterday evening.
Never seen him before, sorry. It's nothing to do with us.
Sorry for wasting your time.
Grigory Morozov is landing at Birmingham International. This is Lucy Jones from E-Branch.
Internal security. You've been asked to help E-Branch to track a Road 6 employee, codename Jeremiah, real name Richard Williams. You lost him.
He's arranging a meet tonight at 11:30 in Barracks car park.
Who are you then?
We work for a government department.
I'm afraid we're going to have to take over from here. It happens to the best of us.
You said you thought there was a 5 team.
When the drop was placed, the guy was being followed. It looked like 5.
Looks like our little sister has been holding out on us. Let's bug her room. They'll be in the Coventry safe house. I promise you we will get the bastard who did it.
At that point, the target proceeded to the barracks car park where we met a nervous-looking gentleman with codename Nightingale. They observed from a distance but couldn't get close without risking detection.
You couldn't observe 2 contacts in a car park less than 500 metres away.
Not with a whole other team watching, no.
There's another team?
Looked like the protection for the target. 3 officers that we saw, we are maintaining surveillance on the target and Nightingale while trying to keep an eye on the protection.
I don't think they know we're here yet.
Good. Keep me informed. How's the new girl working out?
Seems very competent indeed. A little naive perhaps. Is in need of a little bit of seasoning.
Sir, one more thing. They found a body the next day in the car park. Could be unrelated, but the word is Special Branch are handling the case.
I'll look into it.
good to know we're using our time usefully after one of our team gets murdered.
We're doing our job. It's one thing Jones was good at, and I don't think she'd want the operation to fall apart.
She was doing her job when she got killed.
We should have had more backup. As soon as we identified Grigori, we should have backed up.
You made an operational decision. When you make that kind of decision, you may not know the consequences of your actions. There may be no way you could. It doesn't make your solution right or even okay. It's wrong, simple as that. If you want the job where all that happens when you screw up is your company loses £100, you shouldn't have become spies. Now both of you, get on with your job.
Maybe you should stop preaching and do your job. Protecting team members, right?
Status please, Alpha 1. Status please, Alpha 1.
Same as before, Omega 1. The target is in what I assume to be a safe house with his team.
We should bug his house, see what they're up to.
Let's not have this conversation on an open channel.
And that's why we're using code names, Alpha 3.
It's encrypted.
Encryptions can be broken. Alpha 2?
Bloody fantastic.
This conversation is being recorded for records. Alpha 2, what's your status?
For the record, bloody fantastic.
And Nightingale's entered a safe house at grid reference SP33771.
We can assume Nightingale's the code name for Williams. We'll pick him up tomorrow. The safe house is probably the Russian one Earlston. We'll sort that later. Firstly, let's get our files back. We can call around Special Branch in the morning.
We aren't going now. What if we lost him?
Stake out his location until morning.
We have a problem. Nightingale's been arrested.
Good morning. My name is Susan. This is Emily. We work for the same government department as you. Perhaps you'd like to tell us where you've been?
I demand to see my lawyer.
You're not under arrest, Richard. You've just been away for a few days. I'm sure you've just had a bad experience. Perhaps you've been on an operation. You could use this as a debrief. We're on the same side, after all.
This is a copy of your files. This is a copy of the Official Secrets Act. This is the letter you signed that said you would act in accordance and be bound by the Act. You have been associating with a Russian officer by the name of Grigory Morozov. You are therefore in breach of the Act and the terms and conditions of your Secret Intelligence Service contract. I'm sure you have a thorough understanding of the system, so I'll try and keep this brief. We are Her Majesty's Secret Service, and you have committed an act of treason which has left officers in the field at risk. If you think you'll be quietly prosecuted, you're wrong. We're not going to play nice anymore. What happened to Lucy Jones, Richard?
I don't know any Lucy. I don't know what you're talking about.
This is her. Not at her best, obviously. These are the photos the police took at the crime scene. We have confiscated them. Actually, the police now have no record of the murder. You recognise her, I take it. We have full control over the case, and interestingly, your skin fragments have been found on the wire that throttled her to death.
No way! You can't do this to me!
Don't be ridiculous, Richard. You've seen our records. It's been done 100 times. We aren't going to take it to court. We are more than capable of dealing with the matter internally.
What do you want to know?
Before we begin, I wanted to let you know that your mother and sister are well. However, I'm afraid you've been the victim of identity theft. Your bank account was emptied at 11:34 this morning.
Bitch!
So what did you have to tell us?
I sold a set of SAS documents to Grigori, but the whole situation got out of hand. He murdered that officer. He took this memory stick off me and told me the money would be in my account by morning. The documents are on a secure USB memory stick, the type the MOD uses. I wasn't in control of the situation.
Jeza jest kilka but operazzoni detala ona shishieski vam. Vuzu naiti batam, noveldolci vizio shulta yaskaval.
Ti obil, kilovke Gigori, Kavashino Breshpatini, Dashni Hoff, Postilini Chernchi, Postu Estovo National. Aici to deviat Tili Gigori.
Yani Polcini Mayotava, ja Pochil Williams. Jesli by Moskva chitobi, vai eti detali oni by Vamsashili. Ja ubul ugrazuzi national bezopasnosti nichever bolshi. Nachenayo be tebe Alexandri.
Dilia nazionale bezopasnothi? An prosto bil shashani v parkinga. Medashi ne billion agantom.
Ja, snel ci to rabato balo isla.
Gebus ubas. Veel bebo.
Come. Sir, what are we going to do about Grigori? Rose and Louise are furious that we're letting him get away with murder.
He's not getting away with it. On the other hand, we're not killing somebody on British soil, which is what your officers want.
We could do it legally, if he was a clear and present threat to British security.
Then the security service could order a hit, not us.
She was our officer. Why should we trust MI5 to sort out our problems?
I have no intention of trusting them, merely using them for our benefit. It's best for the service not to appear to be getting involved in tit-for-tat assassinations.
This has been your plan ever since Jones got taken out, hasn't it? Do you have the Director General's permission for this?
Of course. From the moment he lay a finger on one of our officers, Grigory Morozov was never going to leave this country alive. This service protects its officers, Thomas. That's why you trust me and I trust you. A crime has been committed. It will not go unpunished.